welcome to Spilling the Reality. I'm your host, Noel Lagrasso. I'm here flying solo today. My partners were all sick, so you guys just get me for a little bit of strange and weird news in our strange and weird world. First up, in the ever-changing and strange Bigfoot-chasing alien hunting world of Jose Canseco comes the fastest and strangest rumor of the week. He claims that A-Rod is cheating on J-Lo with his ex-wife. She claims she hasn't seen him in 5 years. Now, what makes this a little strange is there's a bunch of different rumors going around about this, and Jose Canseco's ex-wife says he should go back to alien hunting. I can't believe this is real world. Okay. Jennifer Lopez's new fiance, Alex Rodriguez, was pictured at the Miami airport with a black eye after cheating rumors kind of threw a shadow over their engagement. Former baseball star 43, J-Lo 49, looked a little glum at the Miami Executive Airport yesterday following their flight back from the Bahamas, where he got down on one knee and proposed after 2 years of dating. Gave her a beautiful sparkler worth nearly $1 million. Even their engagement photo was a little strange, as A-Rod was wearing his huge World Series ring that kind of overshadowed the picture a little bit. Stay tuned for more news on that. Our next story comes out of Michigan. I like to call it, "Flipping the Bird is All Right by Us." A federal appeals court says a Michigan woman's constitutional rights were violated when she was handed a speeding ticket after giving a finger to a Michigan cop back in 2017. The decision means that a lawsuit by Deborah Cruz Gulias can proceed. In a 3-0 decision Wednesday, the court said Taylor officer Matthew Minard should have known better, even if the driver was being rude. Minard stopped Cruz Gulias and wrote her a ticket for a lesser violation in 2017. But when that stop was over, Cruz Gulias raised her middle finger, so Maynard pulled her over again and changed the ticket to a more serious speeding offense, even though all she did was flip him the bird. Cruz Gulias sued and said her free speech rights and her rights against unreasonable seizure were violated. So now she's suing. And they said she's okay to proceed forward. So if you get a higher ticket for just flipping the bird, remember, you're protected by the Constitution. Big news this week was the college admission scandal that involved some of Hollywood's big names and small names. Aunt Becky's on the old shopping block there, and Felicity Huffman, and William H. Macy's not being charged. Apparently, he had no idea his wife was hustling some extra spots there in the old Yale College University for the two kids that they have together. So that's not really the story I want to focus on. Now, I could go on and I could cover it like everybody else, but I decided I would highlight one special article out of the thousands I saw. Did you guys see the article in the New York Post where one of the college students defended his parents to the press while smoking a huge blunt? I couldn't believe the picture either. Apparently, he wasn't the student, it was his sister. But Gregory and Marcia Abbott's rapper son, Malcolm, popped out of the family's Fifth Avenue building to smoke a giant blunt while defending his parents and bragging about his latest mixtape CD release. Guys, I already saw this movie. It was called Malibu's Most Wanted. And if you wonder sometimes why these parents went out of the way, other than their wealthy privilege, take no further look than their son trying to smoke a blunt and hawk a mixtape on the streets of New York. And apparently there's a lot of strange news coming out of New York this week. Usually we get Florida where I live, but this must be New York's week. A New York grandmother said that she'd been receiving some pretty steep power bills that bear her address, but they're specifically for the utility pole outside of her home. Maria Spazza said she received a $5,000 Con Ed bill for Charter Communications pole outside of her home about 1.5 years ago. She said the bill was in her name with her address, while subsequent bills only had her address and the word pole written on them. Spazzo said she sent the bill back to Con Ed and tried to contact the company, but the bills just kept coming. Con Ed said that Spazzo's power was not in danger of being shut off, and she wouldn't be held responsible for the outstanding amount. The matter was resolved, the company told a local TV station there, and Con Ed apologized earlier this week to a Queens man who received a bill for $38 million. That bill was later corrected that week. He was only expected to pay $74. Wonder why Con Ed is billing everybody for electric poles nearby. I think that's a little bit strange. I've seen some strange things in the town that I live in. They have a water company that has been billing people without checking meters, and every month their bill is extremely high and the same. So make sure you guys check out for your utility bills because I think the utility companies are a little shady. So, keep an eye on that. And there's a classic 90s film that is going to be getting a bit of a different remake. I'll tell you about that after this break. Tom Hanks' classic film Forrest Gump is getting a remake, a Bollywood remake. THR is reporting the Indian star Amir Khan is set to star in the film, which has been called La Singh Kahara. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong. This movie will be directed by Avdid Chan, who previously helmed Khan's musical dramas in 2017 called Secret Superstar. Khan has said in a statement, "We have brought the rights from Paramount. I've always loved Forrest Gump as a script, and it is a wonderful character. It's a feel-good film. It's a film for the whole family. Filming is supposed to start in October." Guys, I would watch this movie. I would just want to see how they, change it to fit into Bollywood. I mean, it's a very American-based film and not really something I would see as a Bollywood musical, but I'll be interested in seeing. And like I said, filming starts in October. No release date has been set for that film yet. So, in Big Vito Brand news for you guys, many of you have probably heard we are going back to the Realm Network with Vince Russo. Vince gave us a phone call this week, asked us to come back to the network, let us know that so many people missed Vito on the network. So, we're going to be coming back there with a brand new show. It's going to be called This Week in Pro Wrestling, and it's a pretty cool concept I came up with. Vito is going to discuss every week the wrestling news of the week because a lot of it, believe it or not, he was there. People forget sometimes that Vito's been wrestling since I believe 1990 was when he started wrestling. He was actually wrestling in the WWF in 1991 under the name Von Cross. Actually, he also used the name Vito Cruz. A lot of people don't know that, but Vito did wrestle matches under the name Vito Cruz as well. So he's going to come on, and every week he's going to discuss something. Another thing he's going to discuss is people don't realize as a kid, Vito was a wrestling fan too, and he actually went to some pretty big matches, and he saw a lot of different things that people don't realize he was kind of in on. So he's going to discuss some of that too. So I'm excited about the concept. I'm going to come on the show as basically a moderator. So it's my first time back at the Realm Network since the fall, since we moved this show over to our brand. So I'm excited to come back. Vince is a good friend of ours, and we're happy to work with him again. And we missed everybody at the brand. So we're happy to be back with a fresh new concept. We are still keeping Getting Color on the Big Vito brands. That is on Twitch. We did get Twitch affiliate. So if you want to come over and check us out on Twitch, go to twitch.tv/the Big Vito Brand, and you'll be able to come over and interact with us live. We have another new show on there called The Nerdism of Big Vito, where I teach him about different things he missed. It's almost like taking your school bully and teaching him how to be a nerd. So I'm bringing him to comic book stores. I'm teaching him about video games. All kinds of different topics and different things he's going to learn about. He loves Batman, so I'm teaching him a little bit more about Batman and things like that. So make sure you check that out only on Twitch. And once we move to the new studio, April 1st, we're going to start getting him to Twitch and stream some video games. So that'll be new because Vito is definitely new to the gaming world. I mean, this is the guy that lost to Glassjaw Joe and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. So it's time we teach Vito how to play some old school Nintendo games, how to play some Super Nintendo games. It's time to bring him into our little nerd realm and get him going. He's waiting for it. He's excited for it. He wants to learn new things. He's also going to have a sports show starting as well then. So we are really expanding our Twitch brand, and we're really trying to see if we can get people involved. If you guys want to support us, if you go to Patreon, patreon.com/the Big Vito Brand. We're going to be doing giveaways and things on there. We're going to be doing some meetups for the Big Vito Brand people here in Florida. So go over to Patreon, check us out over there. A lot of cool special stuff. I'd like to thank everybody who has helped us and extended themselves to us, especially in the past few weeks. We've had some issues online and things like that, and people really stepped up and wanted to help us and wanted to make sure everything was okay. Everything is good with us, guys. Everything, we are happy in our lives, and we don't have anger or ill will towards anything. We are always happy, and we always keep going. We're about to move into a new house. We're opening a new studio. We are really, really happy at the place we are in life right now. So we wanted to thank you guys for that, for being a part of our lives and, enjoying us. The thing that brings everything back home is we worked really hard at recovery, at stroke recovery, and it's not something that you do by yourself. It's something your whole family participates in. And Vito and I and the kids, we worked really hard to get where we are. It wasn't an easy step going from not being able to really speak and have a conversation to doing these live broadcasts and podcasts and editing and building websites and things like that, trying to get my mind to work to where it used to be again. I know that I'm never going to be 100%, and that's okay. I've learned to be okay with that. And when you see people like troll you about, of all things, having a stroke or being in a wheelchair, and people literally think that's going to get under your skin, no, I'm sorry, it doesn't, because I came from a spot where I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything. I laid in bed. Even outside noises hurt me so bad I would scream. And now I'm to the point where I can actually enjoy my life. So I love going out and filming myself wheeling around Disney World. I love going out and talking to you guys and having a conversations on chats that we do. And those things weren't things I was able to do. So if people want to mock me and make fun of me, you go right ahead, because I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of how far me and my husband and my family have come. I will stay proud. I will keep going. Things like that motivate me. They don't stop me. So, if you think that your life is so bad that you have to make somebody else feel worse, you're not doing it with us. We're happy to be here. We're happy to be here with you guys. We're happy to share a positive message with you guys. And that positive message is keep going. There's a lot of strange things happening in this planet. There's a lot of strange news going on. And I'm going to keep coming back, and I'm going to keep reporting it for you guys. And hopefully you guys will still keep listening. Like I said, Twitch is the place to be. Twitch.tv/the Big Vito Brand. That's where we're doing a lot of our live streaming. A lot of our new shows are going to go on there. We are always coming for you at anchor.fm/the Big Vito Brand. We're on Alexa under Flash Briefings. You can set us up to hear us every day. We play our new shows on there, our old shows on there. But you get all of our brand new content on Twitch. We stopped using YouTube altogether. We stopped using that in November. So you're not going to see much coming out of that other than maybe just posting some random things or whatever. But yeah, since they changed their policy as far as monetization and their algorithms, and they're basically robbing people, we decided that wasn't a platform we wanted to support anymore. And we signed a deal with an entertainment company that has helped us with Twitch, and that they run our Twitch for us. So that's where we're at. Twitch is where you can see all of the new content. You can get in color. You can get Virtue's brand of wrestling, Go Thug Yourself, plus all of the new live streaming shows that we have, and Spilling the Tea. So make sure you guys catch us on there daily. Thank you guys for joining us. I know this is a little bit shorter than normal, but without a co-host, I kind of have a shortened program today. Devin Sturgis will be back with us. We hope he's feeling better. And in the coming weeks, Foxy will be back too. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you want to visit my personal site, harlowinc.com is where it's at, and get all the content, merchandise, and etc. on thebigvitobrand.com. We will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
This has been a production of The Big Vito Brand. You can now check us out at our new home, thebigvitobrand.com.